Hello and welcome to Studying Chaos. My name is Kat and I publish under the pen name Kat Leo, and I do a lot of chaos on the internet at KatsChaosCafe, which this is technically falling under that umbrella. So the episode for yesterday was talking my quests for June 2025, and because we're in June right now. And I was gonna do this episode on a different topic, but I decided I'm gonna do a let's talk about May episode. I know I did a mid-May update type of thing, so I figured why not do a after May, if you will. Talking about what I managed to achieve, maybe go over like how much I streamed, how many words I got, what I posted, what I didn't post, stuff like that. So, as a reminder, I was participating in an event in May that was on Twitch that was called May the Words. So I didn't want to mess up my word count with that, so I only wrote during my live streams because I was using For the Words to track my word count for May the Words. For the Words is a website that I highly recommend. It gamifies your writing. And so I the word count I got was only during streams. I did not write outside of streaming. And I did not only do writing streams in May. Um, so my writing goal for the month for May the Words was 10,000 words. That was my base personal goal. That is not like what was put upon me. That is a choice I made myself. I was like, I want to try and write 10,000 words this month just because sometimes I have months where I write no words. And then I have months where I write a ton of words. So I was like, I know this one is manageable because if I need to, I can like bust out 10,000 words in a couple of days. If we get towards the end of the month and I'm like, I only got like 1,000 words, I could bust out 10,000 in a couple of days if I had to push myself. But I didn't have to push myself because in the month of May, I wrote 10,079 words. And what's even better about that is I, that's not what I want. That's the wrong spot. This is the one I want. So in May, I did have days where I had 0 words. I had quite a few days actually. But I'm going to do a quick run through and I'm actually going to list off and tell you the numbers for the entire month. So the 1st of May, I got 858 words. The 2nd of May, I only got 217. The 3rd through the 5th, I got no words. The 6th, I got 464. The 7th, I got 591 words. The 8th, I got 792. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 9th, 10th, and 11th, I got 0 words. There's a trend here, guys. On Monday the 12th, though, I did manage to get 1,272 words. Tuesday the 13th, 0. Wednesday the 14th, I got 628. Thursday the 15th, I got 347. The 16th, 17th, and 18th, which was yet again a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I got 0 words. Because I was mainly only streaming Monday through Friday in May. So Monday the 19th, I got 633. Tuesday the 20th, I got 453. Wednesday the 21st, I got 1,579 words. Thursday the 22nd, I got 532 words. And then when we get to Friday the 23rd, Saturday the 24th, and Sunday the 25th, again, 0 words. Monday the 26th, I did get 803 words, but then I had the Tuesday the 27th, Wednesday the 28th, and Thursday the 29th were all 0 word days again. And then Friday the 30th, I got 910 words. I did, like, there was some times in there where I was dealing with my acid reflux was acting up, so my gastritis was acting up, and I wasn't sleeping enough. So because it was acting up in my sleep. So when I lay flat in my sleep, I'm essentially just feeling stomach acid in my throat. So I would just continuously wake up. So I didn't have energy sometimes. Um, and then the last week there, I got somebody at work got me sick. I was dealing with the congestion and stuff. But you know what? My highest day was Wednesday the 21st at 1,579 words. So I did actually manage to roughly balance out the word count. I never had to have a day where I had to just do a ton of words. Um, which like that's actually quite a small goal. I've had months where I've written way more than that, but also I was dealing with some health stuff. I started working more hours just because we started getting more hours towards the end of May. Um, so I had some extra shifts in there. And I got a cold. So there's that. Um, and there was a holiday in there. So I am not upset with my word count for May at all. Not at all upset about that. What did I stream though? Like there's like how was my streaming? I did a total of 58 hours and 39 minutes of streaming. And not all of that was writing. I had May 1st through May 3rd, I consistently had streams. Um, I didn't stream Sunday, May 4th, but Monday, May 5th through Saturday, May 10th, I did stream every single one of those days. My lowest stream time in that week was an hour 23. So most of my streams were longer than an hour and a half. I didn't stream on the 11th, but I did do on Monday, May 12th. I did a 3 hour, almost 3.5 hour stream. I didn't stream on the 13th, but I did stream the 14th through the 17th. Um, and again, my lowest stream was just under an hour and a half, but the majority of them that week were over 2 hours. I think I averaged at about 2 hours of streaming at a time. I didn't stream the 18th, but I did stream the 19th through the 22nd, um, which I went Wednesday, May 21st, which again was that day that I had my highest word count for the month. That day I did stream almost 5 hours. I streamed 4 hours and 50 minutes that day. It's pretty good. And mind you, I have done way longer streams. Friday, May 23rd, no stream. I did get 2 hours or so on Saturday, May 24th, but that was a Coffee Bunny stream. So I stream every Saturday night. Um, no matter what, because that is a regularly scheduled stream. That is the like one consistent stream that happens. I didn't stream Sunday, May 25th. I streamed May 26th for 3 hours and 3.5 hours, but then no streams from the 27th to the 29th. My next stream was Friday, May 30th, and I streamed for almost 4.5 hours. I was at like 422. And then I did Coffee Bunny on May 31st. So like I streamed quite a bit, and I actually did manage, so according to Twitch, my revenue, because I'm an affiliate, so I get ad revenue. My Twitch revenue was $10.36. And the day that I got the most money was May 7th, but that's because someone got a paid subscription, which was $2.86 was what I got from paid subs in May. The rest of that money is basically ad revenue and Turbo, which is basically someone paying to not have ads on their account at all without having to subscribe to people. So, like, that's bad, honestly. Like, I made 1036. So let me get out a calculator. That's 1036 minus 286. So I made $7.50 just in basic ad revenue. That's like, and most of the time those ads happened while I was sprinting, so stuff wasn't happening on screen unless I was playing a video game, which most of the streams were writing streams in the month of May. So like that's not bad at all, actually. Also, that got me to a point where I should be getting a payout this month. So yay. That got me over the little hump that I needed because it's like a $50 payout threshold, and I was at like 40 something. So that definitely pushed me over the payout. I also, in the month of May, I got 98 followers. I got very suspicious of the one day because I got like 78 followers in one day and I was like, that's not right. But those followers have not disappeared. So if they are bot ones or spam ones, they tend to disappear within a couple of days. These ones did not. So I'm like, where did you come from? Who are you? On those follows. Um, but I actually kind of consistently also got followers throughout the month. I had one, okay, I had one day where I got 8 followers, but then 10 days that I got 1 follower, plus a day that I got 2 followers. So that's at least 20 followers, like spread out across the month, not including the one day that I had a jump in followers. Which that's impressive actually. That's actually really good numbers. That actually got me over 700 followers on Twitch. So this episode, I'm so sorry. It's very numbers oriented towards you. Sorry. My average number of viewers for the month of May was 3.1. I don't know why I have zero point 0.1 of a person, but zero point 0.1 of a person. Um, my highest day average viewers was 8.3, which isn't bad. So, because like they average it out throughout the entire month. So that's not bad at all, guys. And then what did I post in May? Let's go to my Substack because I did a post on my Substack. I don't know if I'll remember to link it in the description, but I might. So I did a post at the end of May. That was my chaos report, where I basically did showed and linked everything that I posted in the month of May. Um, so I did a writing update for okay. So the writing update was April 30th, but I put it on the May report. That's fine. But I did write and post chapter 7 of Briar's Hollow in the archive, chapter 8 as well, and chapter 9. So I got 3 chapters of Briar's Hollow in the archive done and posted in May. And then I also finished Blood Rain chapter 4, which is from Ingrid's perspective, and got that posted in May as well. And each of those chapters average at about at least 1,000 words. I aim for between 1,000 and 2,000 words. And I think I post a fanfic chapter as well? I don't know. Let me go check. Because I counted those words as well. I definitely posted a fanfic chapter. Yeah, my last chapter update for my current fanfic that I'm mainly working on was May 14th, and then I also wrote in a fanfic that I'm not posting yet. Because I want to get it actually probably fully written before I share it. Um, I also wrote in that. So, and I finished a couple chapters there. So yeah, I did quite a bit um in there. So 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters technically in total between fanfic and original, and most of that was actually in original works. So I did 4 chapters across my 2 works in progress of my quote unquote original work. So that's pretty dang good actually. Um I am No, definitely not upset with my word count for the month of May or my streaming. I'm very proud of myself for having gotten up to 58 hours of streaming again. I think that might be my best month in a hot minute. April, I did 48 hours and 8 minutes. Um, we'll see what I get this month in June. I didn't stream the first or the second, and I did do a 2 hour stream on the third, which I'm recording this episode on the third. Um, so, and this episode is going out on the fourth. Should have come out on the third, but you know what? I messed up on my date things. Um, so I did yesterday's episode today. But yeah, so that is a what, things in May. Y'all probably are like, Kat, we did not need to hear your exact word counts for each and every day that happened, but you did anyway. Sorry. That's a thing I did. I did also, start a podcast, and post said podcast, um, in the month of May. So this is a thing I achieved as well, and I managed 8 episodes in May, I think. Let me go double check on that one, that stat as well, because that's important. So on my previous podcast, I did not. I got to like nine episodes in like 3 years I was doing it. So, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did, in fact, do 8 episodes in the month of May. So, 8 podcast episodes in the month of May. I actually would have liked more, but you know what? I'm getting into the swing of things. I'm, I'm trying to do more, but hopefully this month will be better on those numbers. And yeah, if you would like more, if you would like another episode like this one next month, let me know in the comments, either on the YouTubes, where this is also posted, because it auto posts with my RSS feed, or anywhere else. I will try and figure out how to read those comments, because I really don't know how to read those comments, via the podcast itself. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about my stats and for the month of like my actual word count and things and the things I posted and such. Oh, also I did post all of Briar's Hollow in the archive that I have currently written onto my AO3 account, under an original work because it's an original work. But the first draft is also there. So yeah. What chaos have you been committing? And I hope you have a great rest of your day.